Adventure awaits yet again. Yes, indeed. I am on the road heading to the Adventure Hiking Trail. The Adventure Hiking Trail is just about a 26-mile loop in southern Indiana. It is right along the Ohio River. The Blue River is nearby, but don't be deceived by the word river. From what I understand, the geology there is quite arid. It's called a karst area. There are a lot of sinkholes, there's a lot of limestone, and there's a lot of caves, however, very little water. So I need to get over there and cache some water in a couple locations where the trail crosses the road, or the roads cross the trail, and pick it up as I'm going along the trail. That'll be my goal today, is to get down there, stash my water, get my car parked, get my backpack on, get off in the woods somewhere, set up camp, cook some food. And you can bet I'm going to show you a couple of photos of my food, because I am the adventuring foodie. Well, I made it out to the Adventure Hiking Trail, and I'm stashing my water, caching my water, stashing or caching. Yeah, this is fun. But on the drive, I've seen a ton of creeks that look like there's crazy water when the place is overrun with rain. But right now, not so much. You know, and there is a really cool place right there to put my water bottle. Perfect. All right, well, here we go. I'm on trail finally. 6:10 p.m. right now. I left the car about a half mile behind, and I've got about 4 miles to go tonight to get to my first camping spot. You can camp anywhere on the Adventure Hiking Trail. They do have, however, I believe 4 or 6 different shelters that you can stay at or near. My plan is to stay near the shelters. I don't want to stay in them. Rodents know that's a good place to go get some yummy food, or these shelters. So I'm not a big fan of rodents, so I'm going to be staying away from the shelters, except for basically to mark where I am. And so I'm heading to one tonight that's called the Hog Barn Shelter. It is named the Hog Barn Shelter because it used to be a hog barn. As I'm walking along, I'm following these green and white trailblazes, and All Trails beeps at me and it says, "Hey, it looks like you're off route." So I checked it out, and it's sure enough about 2/10 of a mile back there was another trail, but the blazes are clearly saying go this direction. So I think All Trails is a little whacked. At least I hope All Trails is whacked and the blazes are right. I'm going to follow the blazes. The sun is getting closer and closer to the horizon, and I'm not at camp yet. Oh well. It's pretty out here though. Beautiful little forest. So I decided to stay here instead of the hog barn. I'm only about, probably a half mile away from the hog barn, but I came up this pretty steep hill and just had this beautiful view. And I was thinking to myself, it'd be wonderful to go over and get a picture of that view, but every second that I delay is a second away from the hog barn in daylight. because we're getting close to the evening. But anyway, I came up to the top of this hill, and there's this really cool camp spot right here. Somebody has already chopped up some cedar. I love the smell of cedar. And there's a little fire pit over here, and it's nice and flat, and I can put my tent up here, and I don't have to make it to the hog barn tonight. Well, I'm at my camp. I was going to do a video tonight of a pizza, but I think I'll do it tomorrow. But anyway, I got a really cool little campsite set up here. I got a fire right behind the camera here. I got my lantern going, got my tent up. Now it's time to sit back and maybe have some food and get ready for a nice evening. It won't be as cold tonight as it will be. It's supposed to be pretty cold tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. But nonetheless, I'll have that pizza for you tomorrow. So. Well, hello world. I'm all tucked in my tent now. Just as I got about halfway through dinner, it started to rain. So yeah, did the best I could to clean up and get dinner done. Well, dinner done and then cleaned up, obviously. And then got everything situated for tonight. So yeah, in my tent, not in my bag yet. I'm gonna do a little bit of housekeeping in here and then just kind of relax a bit. I'd like to be out there enjoying my fire, but I don't think the fire is gonna last. I got just a break of the rain right now, but then it's gonna come back again. So anyway, hopefully tomorrow will be a gorgeous day. We'll see how it goes. Oh, good morning world. 7:30, I slept pretty well. A bit windy last night. I checked the weather, probably around 2 a.m. and we had steady 10-mile-an-hour winds with gusts up to 25. So the tent was rocking a little bit, but hey, it held up really well. And I have an owl hooting out there right now, so must be time for me to go find some coffee, some breakfast, and the trail. Well, it is a chilly morning and it is windy as can be, and my mighty bow is letting me down. My jet foil mighty bow is not boiling. It's not boiling water right here. And how do you get breakfast on trail when you can't boil water with a jet boil? This one's disappointing. Anyway, hopefully I'll get out of here within the next hour with some food. I've got a long trail to hike today. Probably going to try to get in 12 miles. 12-mile hike would be a good day. Okay, well, technology is failing me today. My Apple Watch didn't charge. My GoPro is dead as a doornail. But I'm off. So iPhone is still working. I've got my map. I should be good to be able to figure out where in the world I'm going. And yeah, all is well with the world. We are on the adventure hiking trail. So let's get hiking. to my first water cache, and my water was still there. And yeah, so I'm grabbing lunch right now. Chilly day. It is chilly, and it's supposed to get cold tonight, but I want to get this done. Anyway, so for my lunch today, I've got some cheese. This is really good. Red apple cheese, garlic cheddar. Garlic is good. And I got myself some salami, and I've got some gluten-free bread that I haven't opened yet, but that's my lunch today. Gonna sit here, charge my phone a little bit. My Apple Watch didn't charge this morning, but I got it to charge while I was on this walk, so I got it on again. Keep an eye on my vitals and everything, but I probably shouldn't talk and eat at the same time. That is really rude of me. I hope y'all forgive me. I'm in the woods. You do things differently in the woods sometimes, but anyway. You to some of the accommodations on the adventure hiking trail, and here you go. This, my friends, is the primitive shelter. Actually, I passed one not too long ago that was the Indian Creek shelter. That was pretty nice. A fellow hiker was there, and so we chatted for a little bit. But anyway, this is the primitive shelter, and it does look pretty primitive. I don't see any privies anywhere though. Kitchen accommodations, not so much. You know, I don't know what this one's going for, but you know, if you're in the market for a room with a view, if you will. Oh, it does have central heating. It's central, at least to this area. And yeah, there you go. The primitive shelter can be yours if the price is right. Well, the adventure hiking trail has turned into be a bit of an unknown adventure. Part of the trail is closed due to logging activity, and when I checked in yesterday, nobody told me. So I cached water in a couple of spots. Tonight I was supposed to be sleeping at the old homestead shelter, which I was really looking forward to. It's really supposed to be pretty cool, with an old chimney and a lot of history, but not happening. And anyway, I'm rerouted on trails that I don't know if I'm on the right trail or not. This could be the adventure. And also, you can probably tell the sun's going down. So I may just end up going out here a ways and trying to find a place to camp and then reassess. But one of the challenges is I don't have a lot of water. I have some water, but I need to find a way out of here. Lost in the woods. The great adventure. Anyway, off we go. Well, the best laid plans of mice and men strikes again. Let me give you a quick recap. So I got out to the adventure hiking trail kind of late on Friday and hiked in 6 miles. I was looking for a place that was called the Hog Barn Shelter, and I couldn't find it. I guess it's off trail somewhere, and All Trails wasn't helping me out very well. So I ended up just camping on the ridge, and it was a beautiful location, except incredibly windy, very, very windy. My goal was to make you a couple of gourmet pizzas in the woods, but you know, the wind messed with my Mighty Mo. My Mighty Mo just wasn't cooking very well. So my thought was, okay, well, I have another night here. Anyway, I had planned out this adventure pretty precisely, and I had 2 water stashes along the route, and they were stashes that were important because I wasn't going to carry a lot of extra water. But unbeknownst to me, a few months back, the state of Indiana decided to give a logging grant to a few companies, and basically they've taken over acres and acres and acres of the hiking trail. So I'm hiking along, and suddenly there's a sign that says, hey, don't enter. Well, I'm thinking I need to enter here because I only have about 3/4 of a liter of water. I have a water cache waiting for me, and on top of that, I also have a place to stay that I wanted to stay at. I had done a lot of research on that place, and I really wanted to stay there to get some really cool drone footage and to show you the Ohio River. I mean, I had so many plans. Anyway, my plans didn't turn out so well. I actually hiked in there because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm thinking, all right, well, it's a Saturday, nobody's working today. I'm gonna be hiking through on Sunday. I'm sure it's not a big deal. Well, I got into the forest, and it was like, I don't know, Saruman's orcs had destroyed Fanghorn Forest. I mean, just ripped to shreds. And
many of these trees were my friends, creatures I had known from nut and acorn.
And I hiked about a mile back in there, and then I thought, this is more like bushwhacking than trekking, and this isn't helping either. So I ended up coming out. There was a phone number. The challenge was they gave me a detour, but the detour was going to require more water than I had. I found this road 16. I think it was more of a horse trail than anything else, and I started walking on it, and I tried to get a hold of the fellow, and of course no cell reception. I did shoot him a text on my Garmin, and apparently that got through. So anyway, so I hiked at another 1.5 miles up this road and came out at this place that was called, I think it was Greenbrier Cemetery. But anyway, he was just pulling in as I got there, and he was able to get me to my car. I mean, at that point, the sun was basically down. There was no way to set up camp anywhere along the trail. So I elected to just grab a hotel last night, and I figure, all right, I'm gonna have to get home anyway. My Mighty Mo wasn't working. My GoPro batteries were all dead. They didn't even, you know, they just sapped. It was really disappointing. I had so many technology fails. It's like, but I'll tell you what, the adventure hiking trail, what I saw of it was pretty spectacular. And I'm sure that should they ever get done with that logging and then maybe repair some of the woods, it's going to be pretty spectacular yet again around that backside where, you know, you get those views of the Ohio River, which I didn't get. I'm going to try to put together a video showing you how to make this pizza that I want to make for you at a later date. But nonetheless, thanks for coming with me. You know, you get out there and you hike, and you just never know what it's going to be like sometimes, and this is one of those times. You know, you can plan all you want, but you know, you're not in control of everything, and you just gotta roll with it. And that's what I tried to do yesterday, try to make the best of it. And yeah, hope this was helpful to you. Enjoy the adventure hiking trail, but make sure you know where those logging areas are. Sadly, they're not on their website. They're not on their maps. You just don't know. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.